Um, hey y'all. I'm about to take off my glasses for this, but like, as y'all can see, I'm looking a little bit wild, a little bit crazy right now. So, y'all, my makeup looks crazy. I don't know if y'all are familiar, but I'm like, anyway, no, it's without. Okay, first of all, y'all, this is my favorite hoodie, and it's just like, cause this hoodie reminds me of being young. It reminds me of youth. It reminds me because my favorite artist growing up was Smino. So, like, my friend, well, actually, somebody randomly sent me this hoodie. I think I may have ordered it on accident, or someone randomly sent it to me. Same difference. And so, this reminds me of like my youth, like, because I finally got the hoodie to like, as like a culmination, like, call it like a graduation gift, so to speak. Like, I graduated from being young, so I rewarded myself with this hoodie. I don't know, so wearing this, I was just thinking about like when I was younger, I used to hang out with my sister a lot, and not just my sister, like a couple of people. I miss being able to hang out with them. But then I remember how different things are now. But what I do remember is how much they all used to think I was such a big weirdo for loving Smino's music so much. And like I kind of understood why, but it's just like because I remember they would say like stuff like being a fangirl is weird because you don't know what celebrities really do behind closed doors. So how can you be so certain that you're a fan of him? And honestly, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't. I didn't know the man. I didn't really care to look into who he was until they said that. I was just a fan of his music. So then after that I looked into who he was. And that's when I realized like, oh, like he and I actually have a similar upbringing. Um, like I was talking about the Instagram guy on my most recent YouTube video, but like I realized that he and I had a similar upbringing. And so I was just like, I don't know, I was just aware, more so aware of how much like our lives might possibly be intertwined. But that's when I realized he was from St. Louis, and I was like, I live on the East Coast, so it's just like nothing really that I could do to change the fact that our lives are intertwined because we had the same upbringing, or a similar upbringing. I can't. It's not exactly the same because he's from the Midwest, and I don't have any family from the Midwest, but it's like a very similar upbringing in a lot of ways. Um, so yeah, it's just like I always was like, and then that's when I realized like that's probably like, subconsciously what made me such a big fan of his because I felt like his music felt relatable to me, so I could listen to it all the time. But I used to listen to his music during like the not so great times in my life. Right now is a not so great time in my life because it's throwing me back to college when I would have to like, you know, do it all, save the world, and then some all in one day. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to finish this paper before 11. It's due at midnight, so I'm trying to finish it before 11 so I can proofread it. Um, Hopefully I get time to proofread. I don't know if I will. Uh, yeah. So because of that, I realized the thing that gets me in the zone the most is listening to Smino, you know, the same album. Yeah, you know? Um, Actually, it's the same two albums for real that, really get me in the zone. And it's just like, I don't know, I just find it funny how it's just like all the things going on in my subconscious when I listen to his music that I like, I don't know, because people called ever since people called me weird for being a huge fangirl, I was like, I remember I said, I was like, oh, it's not like he's like, he doesn't know me. Like, he's never gonna know that I'm a fangirl. Fast forward years later, this is how you can tell that was like the young innocence. Fast forward years later, I'm like rocking his hoodie, posting Instagram pictures in his hoodie, tagging him, hashtagging him. So I'm sure by now he knows that I'm a fan. So it's like, it's just like coming to the realizations that our life is intertwined and like I actually did do something about it, but like I don't know what impact that's gonna make because like we probably move through this world in a similar way, or not move, we probably view the world in a similar way. So it's like I think we're representing the same views from different bodies. And I don't know, it's just like interesting that it's like I would love the chance to get to talk to him because or not even just like meet him in person because it's just like, you know, I can listen to his music all day and I can relate to all of his lyrics. But that doesn't mean it's like he's like I don't feel like he's like telling my story. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's like I can relate to every single last one of his bars. Like there's not a single bar that I can't relate to, that I can't vibe to. And that's my favorite thing about his music. That there's nothing that I can't vibe to. So I think we do. I think because we have a similar upbringing, we do have the same views for different bodies. And so yeah, it's just like I get more and more aware of this every day. But it's just like people already call me weird for being a fan, his fangirl. So it's like I don't really have anybody to talk to about it. So I just keep listening to his music, which I'm about to do now. And I think this is the first time. Actually, no, it's not. I'm a fan. It's not the first time, but I'm about to listen to his music and this hoodie yet again. Hmm. All right, back to writing this paper, y'all. Let me get in student mode. Student mode activated. And see y'all later.